Hey guys, it's Lexie. Hello, happy 2020. I posted on Instagram on my story for a poll for you guys to vote on this week's video, and the two options were traveling with my grandma or 2020 reflection. And not a single person called me out for 2020 reflection, which is what won. It got 53%, but it should be a 2019 reflection, but I guess all of us are too dumb to realize that. If you've never seen a Weird series before, this is an acronym for my favorites video. Weird stands for what I've been wearing, eating, impressed by, reading, downloading, and doing. So I can talk about a variety of different things that I've been liking. I can touch on fashion and food and books. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, no. Because this is sort of an end of the year / beginning of the year video, I want to take a little bit of time to reflect on 2019 and give some goals and resolutions for 2020. So that's the video. What I've been wearing. I've become such a little slut for Majuri earrings. These are the editor hoops. This is the bold ring. I have the beaded ball bracelet, something like that. And then I also have the twin necklace and their jewelry case. This jewelry case is great. I went on vacation last week with my family and this is where I brought all my jewelry in. You can hang your necklaces here and then you can pin your earrings right here and then you can put your rings here. This has been so handy. I just think the Majuri does a really great job of selling mid-range, nice jewelry pieces with styles that are trendy and classic. I mentioned them in my gift guide and my winter wardrobe essentials video, so this is going to be my third video mentioning them. This has been my go-to jewelry look. It takes very little effort. I know exactly what I'm wearing, but then I feel a little bit more dressed up. I actually have a couple what I've been wearing products, and this is Hypnotic Poison by Dior. This is a perfume that I wore when I was a junior and senior in high school. It's a sexy scent, I will tell you. It has almonds, caraway, and jasmine in it. So it's this florally deep scent. Oh my gosh, it's unlike anything. It's really nice for a date or a night out, or if you just need an extra pick-me-up during the day and want to feel like kind of spicy. Really like it. Also, it's called Hypnotic Poison. It's definitely a specific scent, so I would go into the store and buy it, but if you know you like it, you can just buy it online, that's fine. Other things, if you're an OG fan, you may or may not know about my Big Lex Dog the Freak backpack that I painted on an Oakley backpack. It's hideous. It's adorable because it's sentimental, but it's hideous. It's about time I got a new backpack. So this backpack has so many pockets in it. I've already started packing a little bit, so my external hard drive goes in here, and then I'm going to put my notebook and planner in here, and then my laptop in here. And then on the front side, there's 2 pockets as well. And then in the actual backpack, this is a side pocket. Pockets on the outside as well, on both sides. And then there's a pocket down here. To be honest with you, I don't even know what you put in here. Snacks. So that's the new backpack, and this is from a brand called Pink Ponk. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a German brand. It's P-I-N-Q-P-O-N-Q, sort of like ping pong. Very futuristic, unisex, utilitarian. Excited to have something a little bit sleeker. What I've been eating. I have been a cooking queen. Now that I live a tad farther away and it's not a simple 10-minute walk to get to Soho, I've been cooking more, and I just got some green pans. They're non-toxic, non-stick pans. I would look into them if you're curious or trying to get into cooking. And this year, I hope to show you some of my favorite dinner recipes. I make this amazing coconut Alfredo, and then I also make this killer vegan mac and cheese. I'm trying to perfect my stir fry right now, but I'm not there yet. However, for specific products that I'm mentioning for eating now, these are actually drink products. I have been trying to switch up my caffeine intake, and one of them is this mushroom coffee by Four Sigmatic. They have mushrooms in it. They don't taste like mushrooms. It just tastes like a form of coffee because there is coffee in it. It's 50 milligrams of caffeine, which a normal cup of coffee has anywhere from 150 to 200. And then it also has chaga and lion's mane. So this is great because sometimes coffee makes me act like a crackhead, and it's just, I'm awake, but I am not functioning. And this is like me functioning with a little bit of a smile on my face. Matcha also has an effect on me. This is Vital Protein's Matcha Collagen, so it also has protein in it. I personally Would recommend anyone who's dealt with ADHD in the past. If you were a kid who was on Adderall or Vyvanse, matcha has a much different effect than coffee does. This is wonderful. So those are 2 things, and that's what I've been eating. What I've been impressed by. Best dressed. She's like has 2 million subscribers, so I'm sure a ton of you know who she is. It just took me a very long time to like dive into her channel, and now that I have, I admire her work ethic and her production skills. Okay, I think it's very easy to overlook like how well produced her content is because of her like humorous, charming, like kind of adorable personality, but her production is seamless. You can tell because you can't tell. It's like my teachers always say, the greatest design is the one that you don't notice. The apartment makeover, for instance, I just watched that today, and I commend her for doing that to her apartment, to put that much effort into a place that you're living in for 1 year. Second of all, you took the course of 7 months, 11 months, I don't even remember what it was, to film that video and kept all the footage organized. 3, you managed to get enough content that could work into a storyline, and then you took the effort to edit it so well. That's just a project that I could see myself starting, and those are the videos that you never see on my channel. Those are the things that I keep on my memory card until I run out of room, and then have to admit to myself I'm never going to post that video and then delete it. Also, she's moving to New York, and I hate my apartment. Well, my bedroom. It's just decorated so poorly. So Ashley, if you want to collab and help me do something with this, I love that. I'm truly such a fan of her videos. If for whatever reason you have not heard of her before, or you haven't seen her, I will have her linked down below, as well as anything else that I've already mentioned this far in the video. What I've been reading. I just finished Girl Interrupted, and this is by Susanna Kaysen. It's documenting her year in McLean Psychiatric Hospital, and it's written in prose, so the separation is very short. Like, that's 1 chapter. It's very easy to read. I read it in probably like 3 or 4 days. It also has pretty big leading in between the text, so it's easy on the eyes to read. Other than like the technical organization of how this book was created, it's a really great documentation of such a heavy topic. She keeps it so lighthearted without romanticizing it. So you're not gonna read this book and be like, damn, I want to go to a mental hospital. This hospital is kind of hoity-toity in the sense that it's like housed Sylvia Plath and James Taylor and Robert Lowell and Ray Charles, but it's still, once again, not romanticized. It's a quick read. I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. On the topic of reading, I went home to Virginia and I stopped at a used bookstore and I picked up so many new books. I got Toni Morrison, I got Ernest Hemingway, I got Virginia Woolf, so I've got a lot to chew through. But to be honest, I really want to read Joan Didion next. Especially after reading like 2 Eve Babbitt's books, it was just too glamorous. I want to go back there. This was like, I had a taste of it, but not actually at all. I can see me talking about the White Album in my next weird video, but I don't know. We'll see. D, what I've been downloading. Okay, I'm obsessed with a podcast, and it's a podcast that I could listen to every single day. It's a guilty pleasure, and I think some of you won't even be surprised when I tell you which one it is. The Red Scare. I could listen to it every single day. I laugh. I like have a shocked face every single time that I listen to it. So it's run by 2 educated, politically informed hot girls, but basically spending an hour like bitching about it. It's like exactly what old men do in their political shows, but it's just like women with their kind of low Kardashian voices just being totally over it. If you're sensitive to language, you'll hate it, but if you love offensive humor and you like discussing politics, 10 stars. 2 hands of 5 stars. D, what I've been doing. Okay, so I had like a recent past what I've been doing, but I also want to give a reflection over 2019. 2019 started off strong. I worked on 2 cool videos with Splat where I dyed my hair red and then I dyed my hair back using their product Color Oops, and I worked with my friend Peyton on that video, and it was the first time that I'd been filming in front of like a whole set of people. He and I spent like 20 hours editing that video. I pulled a full all-nighter. I woke up Sunday morning, went to his house, spent the whole day editing, spent the whole night editing, spent the whole Monday editing until I left to go to class. I was delusional. I was in class, and I think it was one of my first, may have been my first class of the semester. It probably was. and this guy, oh my god, he was so cute. He was just like smiling, being like, so how did your winter break go? And I was like, oh my god, I might faint. I don't even remember what I said to him. I just dipped off. I had to have looked like such a bitch. I hope I didn't. Anyway, went right back to Peyton's house, continued editing until I was absolutely delirious. I was like sitting on Peyton's floor, like falling asleep. It was not okay. I don't do well without sleep. Yeah, I'm just so wimpy to that. This is like during a period of time where I had a guy who was being so mean to me. It was brutal, and that's when I became really close with my friend Malou, because she's such a feminist, and she has no problem exuding anger when it seems fit. And anger was an emotion that I had not very much experience with. It wasn't something I felt very frequently naturally, and a lot of times I would just suppress it because I was like, it's a negative emotion, I don't even know how to deal with it anyway, so I'll just like, you know. And it was just a learning experience, like me reflecting on the year. Other people are like, I went to this vacation, and the first thing I think of is like, I learned how to deal with anger. Then hot girl summer started. I moved into this new apartment. That was fun. Me and John started living together. Hot girl summer was amazing. Oh my gosh, I was just walking around my apartment in a bikini with bunny ears for like 3 months. I went to the Hamptons, I went to Los Angeles, I went to Mexico. Okay, Meg Thee Stallion really took steps in the feminist movement. It was such a unifying season. Then the air of discipline that is brought with fall came around, and I began school. I've actually finished my semester, but during it I drove a U-Haul like little Paris Hilton. John was sitting shotgun. We were like on the Simple Life. I was just smiling, listening to the radio, like delusionally confident, because like what other thing can you do in that situation when you're an unequipped truck driver on the Manhattan Bridge headed towards downtown Manhattan? It was an experience that I will never forget, and a very pivotal moment in my womanhood. I went to an Islanders game at the Barclays Center, and I love hockey. Tickets are not that expensive, and the Barclays Center is not that far, so I really need to do that again. I used to play when I was in middle school as a roller hockey player, which the best time to play on a co-ed league as a girl is in middle school, because you're bigger than the boys during that time. I also went to a new school basketball game, which I didn't even know my school had a basketball team. So I went with one of my school friends. We just had to see it exist. That experience was so well worth it. Then I went to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving with my family, and it was so pure. I went home to Virginia to get ready for Christmas, because now my family, we don't do presents, we do vacations instead. And we went to St. Lucia, and in St. Lucia I rode a jet ski with my mom, which was one of my highlights, but my biggest #1 highlight was I rode in a helicopter. We were like skating on the trees. It was beautiful. I mean, I would look down and there were certain parts where there was no civilization for miles. It was just trees of just green infinitely. It was so stunning. I've never seen anything like that. Now on to my 2020 goals, predictions. I just know, #1, that I want to work more intentionally this year. I want to do more. I want to do more with my hands. I want to make more videos. I love my YouTube channel. I re-fell in love with my YouTube channel. I don't know if you remember, but if you go back to like springtime, I was not posting, and I came back with like, I'm so depressed, like holding up my antidepressants bottle, and it was sad. Like, I feel so bad for that girl, and I'm so glad that she came out of it. Like, October and November were such wonderful months for me, where I took the summer to heal. I just started working in fall, and it's been so good. I feel like my nostrils are getting really big, and I don't know why. I'm really in a good groove right now. I love posting every Friday. I love getting to see you guys on a regular basis. I would also like to do my apartment more. It's just not where I want it to be. The living room's cute, but the kitchen needs help and my bedroom needs help. And then I want to read more. Those are my 3 main goals for this year. I really want to focus on my career. Not career as in like I'm trying to make it big, but I'm just trying to make. I want to be as experimental and creative as possible. So we'll see where this year takes me. And you, if you have any set goals, book recommendations, recipes, video ideas, anything you want to share down below with me or any of the other viewers, do it. I would love to read. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, thank you for spending the year with me, and let's make 2020 good.